Meme, the 18%, 90% mystery. Why we don't get the government we deserve. Could it be the Uniparty? Or is there more to it? Why are so many politicians too old? The fact that almost all U.S. politicians are always re-elected is one reason why so many of our U.S. government overlords are ancient, dying to stay in office. An elderly congressman dies in office. Another had a stroke. Ken Klippenstein. August 24th, 2024. But the age of our rulers raises a question. If only about 1 American in 5 approves of the politicians, how do 9 out of 10 of them get re-elected into old age? It's common to read someone saying, Americans get the government we deserve. But is it true? Are we the people really to blame for the bad choices we are given and the bad results that we get? Or do you end up with the government that they deserve? They being the leftists, the people who always want more and bigger and more intrusive government. It seems like we always get the government that the leftists want, the bigger, costlier, more intrusive government, the leftist government, even when we don't vote for it. The leftist answer to the 18% to 90% mystery question. According to the Wikipedia article titled Congressional Stagnation in the United States, the rate of re-election has been rising at least since 1980. The article proffers several reasons why so many politicians are re-elected while being so unpopular. Incumbency financial advantage. Gerrymandering. Loss of strong party alignment. But those aren't the real reasons, at least not the most important ones. The real reason is the growth in the size, power, and control that the U.S. government has. Increasing big government power. The Federal Register records the new laws created by the federal government. According to the Competitive Enterprise Institute, nearly 1 million pages of new federal regulations are expected in the 2020s. 1 million pages. That's a lot of government. A tenet of the religion of leftism is that every problem can and must be solved by passing more laws. So true to form, either remedies suggested by Wikipedia to election stagnation all consist of passing more laws. Congressional term limits, the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act, Congressional Apportionment Amendment, but more laws just give government regulators more power. Can the problem of too much government power and too many regulations be solved by government regulators creating even more laws and giving government regulators even more power? You know the answer. The real reason why almost every politician is re-elected over and over is in the nature of what the U.S. government has become. It is huge and overwhelmingly powerful. And most of the government regulators who create laws are unelected, unaccountable, deep state bureaucrats. These unaccountable deep state rulers create hundreds of thousands of new regulations, all of which have all the power of laws. President Obama's lame duck administration poured on thousands more new regulations in 2016 at a rate of 18 for every new law passed, reported the Washington Examiner in the 2016 article titled, Obama Unleashes 3,853 Regs, 18 for every law record. 97,110 pages of red tape. While Congress passed just 211 laws, Obama's team issued an accompanying 3,852 new federal regulations, some costing billions of dollars. Government regulators, elected and unelected, have so much power that once they get in power, it's almost impossible to dislodge them. It's almost impossible to fire civil servants, just as it's almost impossible to unseat politicians, because they can use their power to remain in power. And the amount of power that each of those government regulators has at his disposal is immense, and it increases every year. The vast amount of control that these laws, and the power to create more laws, gives the U.S. government regulators over the American people, is the answer to the question of why unpopular politicians are re-elected over and over. The government regulators are so powerful that they can hold on to their power no matter what the people want. And then there's the Uniparty. Uniparty. The evolution of the Uniparty means that the voters' only choice is between 2 Uniparty candidates. In other words, no choice at all, really. The 2-party system, which was bad enough, has been replaced by a 1-party system. Many intelligent Americans realize that it doesn't really matter who wins and don't vote. No matter who we vote for, we always get bigger government, more taxes, and more government spending, as we show in the 50% mystery. Politicians and the media want you to think that your vote counts and that voting means that you are participating in the government. But nothing could be further from the truth. As someone, perhaps Mark Twain, said, if voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. The reality is that however we vote, we get the government they want, not the one that we want. In the words of Anonymous, what does the cat say? Meow. What does the dog say? Woof. What does the sheep say? We just need to elect the right people. We Americans do not have the government we want or deserve. What we do have is the government that leftists want, and they don't want it because it works better. They want it to use it to control the rest of us. How did this happen? It's a long story. How do we fix it? That's what we have to figure out before it's too late and the leftist government has taken away all of our freedoms and everything we have.
Thank you for your interest in Rightful Freedom. Please help us grow by liking and subscribing and commenting. We would love your feedback and see more content at our website, rightfulfreedom.com.